Hello, Lakers fans. This is Trevor Lane, senior writer for LakersNation.com, your home for everything Lakers. And this is the Lakers Nation newsfeed, where we break down the latest Los Angeles Lakers news. Today, we're talking about Brandon Ingram and his recent surgery and what that means for the Lakers moving forward. But first, quick shout out to our sponsor, Vivid Seats, the official ticket reseller of LakersNation.com. Guys, all you have to do is open up the Vivid Seats app on your phone, punch in the promo code LakersNation in all caps, and you'll get 10% off tickets to your next Lakers game. So Brandon Ingram, he's out for the season due to a blood clot in his right shoulder. Unfortunate. He'd been playing wonderful basketball, and now he's out. But we heard today from the Lakers that he underwent successful thoracic outlet decompression surgery, and we'll get into what that means in just a moment. So it seems like things are looking up. This is positive news. Now, Ingram, there was a lot of fear after Brandon Ingram was announced to have a blood clot, because we know this ended the career of guys like Chris Bosh. That's the first name that's going to pop into everyone's heads. Chris Bosh's career was cut short due to blood clots because he had to be placed on blood thinners, which is the typical a solution to a blood clot is you place a player on blood thinners, hope that the clot will clear itself up. But Ingram, while he was going to be on blood thinners, the hope would be that he wouldn't have them recur, because if they did, if you just had one clot, you could probably deal with it. As a player, you could move forward, he could continue his career. But from there, if he had recurring clots and he had to be on blood thinners permanently, that would mean he'd probably have to retire. And for a 21-year-old player to have to suddenly retire due to a blood clot issue would be devastating, not just for him as an athlete, but also for the Lakers organization to lose such a valuable player. So this news today came on the heels of what apparently happened earlier in the week. We didn't hear about it, but Shams Charania reported that Brandon Ingram had a blood clot removed earlier in the week. So he actually had it removed first, then had this surgery, this thoracic outlet decompression surgery, in order to make sure that it wouldn't recur, that it wouldn't come back. And this surgery, essentially, what it does is they go in and they remove part or all of the first rib, which, yes, sounds extremely uncomfortable, and alleviate some things that are going on in the shoulder. His agent, according to Brandon McMenamin of ESPN, his agent Jeff Schwartz shared that this is just a structural thing. It's not something going on with Ingram where he's more prone to blood clots or anything like that, that he just had a structural thing going on, and that this isn't something they expect to come back. So that is wonderful news for all parties involved. Brandon Ingram, for the Lakers, for the fans, for everyone, because this means that moving forward, he most likely won't be dealing with a recurring blood clotting issue, which means his career, therefore, is not in jeopardy. Obviously scary anytime you're dealing with a blood clot, because it could potentially be life-threatening, but still, the fact that this is not going to be, or not likely to be, a recurring issue is extremely, extremely positive, probably the best news we could have hoped for given the situation. So what does this mean for the Lakers moving forward? Well, we can look at this two ways. If the Lakers decide that Brandon Ingram is part of their core moving forward, the guy they want to keep, one of the guys they want to build around, this is great, because it means that Brandon Ingram, according to the Lakers, will be ready to go by training camp. Okay, and Dave McMenamin of ESPN went a little bit further, gave a more specific timeline, said 3 to 4 months to recover from this surgery, so that would put him back probably sometime around July. Now, the Lakers can be a little bit overly optimistic on recovery timelines. We saw it with Lonzo Ball. They said that it was only going to take Lonzo about 4 to 6 weeks to recover from a grade 3 ankle sprain, which we know takes much longer to recover from that, and then people wind up getting disappointed when the player isn't back in that amount of time. So the Lakers have had a history of doing that, but still, it sounds fairly realistic to think that Brandon Ingram will be ready to go opening night next year, and that's big because Ingram, if you look at what he did since the calendar turned to 2019, it's incredible. In fact, just looking at the month of February, 21.3 points, 5.8 rebounds, 3.1 assists on 50% shooting from the field, 39% from three, almost 7.2 free throws per game at a 75% clip. That is absolutely incredible stuff from Brandon Ingram. Amazing that he was able to hit that level of play. Something that I certainly didn't expect. I didn't think that he could hit quite that level. I was high on Ingram going into the season. I thought he was going to take steps forward playing alongside LeBron James, but I didn't imagine that he could quite get up that high. We're talking about all-star level production here from Brandon Ingram. In fact, the last 2 games of the season for him against the Milwaukee Bucks and Phoenix Suns on March 1st and 2nd, he put up 31 and 25 points respectively. Incredible stuff from him. He made the game started to look easy for him. And that's something that we've been waiting to see for quite a while. We've been waiting to see Ingram get to his spots, for him to elevate over defenders, use his length to score, and then on the defensive end, be a disruptor, wall off sections of the floor using his endless arms. And we finally started to see that from him. So very, very promising stuff from him moving forward. And for a Lakers team that's been looking for a second star to put alongside LeBron James, if Ingram can keep playing at this level, they may have just found that second star. He could be that good. Again, don't want to get ahead of ourselves. It's a small sample size. We're only talking about a couple of months worth of basketball. He struggled to start the season, wasn't clicking with LeBron James. Well, now that's changed. Now it appears that he was clicking with LeBron James. If that's something they believe will continue, then Ingram could be a very major piece for this team moving forward. Now, on the flip side, this is a Lakers team that is very much under pressure to fix things and fix things right away, to get things better right now. And part of that is because of the moves that they made this last summer. They were unable to land the pieces that they needed to last summer. Yes, they landed LeBron, but they also let go of Julius Randle, let go of Brook Lopez, the trade for Ivica Zubac. They had all of these miscues, okay, bringing in Rondo and Lance Stevenson and JaVale McGee. It didn't work. The Lakers aren't playoff bound at this point. So they're going to be under pressure to fix things quickly. And that may mean a little bit more emphasis on finding guys who are ready to win right now. So potentially we're talking about a trade. And if you're an opposing team and you're looking at trading a all-star level player, which is what the Lakers will be looking for, and you're potentially going to be bringing in Brandon Ingram, and you've been hearing blood clot, you're going to be a lot less interested because the threat of him having to retire was real. Well, now, this surgery and finding out this information that we found out today would mitigate that somewhat. It would allow teams to feel a little bit more confident that Brandon Ingram is going to be around long term, that he is a guy that they can give a big contract to in the summer of 2020 when he's up for a new deal. So that's big. Again, not suggesting the Lakers should trade Ingram, but if they decide that that's the route they want to go, they are going to find more suitors and suitors that are willing to give up more value based on today's news with this word coming out that he is going to be okay, that this is most likely not a recurring issue, and that he will be ready to play the start of next season. Okay, of course, again, basketball secondary to the fact that Brandon Ingram had a serious issue, and it sounds like he's going to be okay, so we have to be happy for him first and foremost. But then after that, guys, good thing for the Lakers organization, good thing for Ingram as a basketball player, and certainly a good thing for Lakers fans. All right, guys, for more on this story and everything else going on in the world of the Los Angeles Lakers, make sure you head over to LakersNation.com and check us out on social media. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Lakers Nation, on Instagram at Lakers Nation Official, and check out the Lakers Nation YouTube page as well. My name's Trevor Lane. You can follow me on Twitter at Trevor_Lane and on Instagram at Trevor Lane NBA. Till next time, see ya.